This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Super Friends, brought to us by Hanna-Barbera and National Periodicals Incorporated, aka DC Comics. Hello again, I'm Joel, aka the Big D. I hope you're happy that my Saturday Morning TV logs are back, because can you believe it? This is number 3. So, let's talk about this show, the first installment of Hanna-Barbera's Super Friends franchise. Now, after Filmation had already had their DC tunes, now, even though Paramount had done the Superman cartoons back in the 1940s from Max Fleischer Studios, in 1966, the heroes were brought back, starting with the New Adventures of Superman, so on for Filmation. Anyway, it was 1973 when Super Friends first premiered. It originally premiered on ABC. Yes. I'm gonna say this is one of my absolute favorite shows. I don't care what anybody else says. I know everybody likes the other series and what have you in the franchise. That's understandable. Anyway. Now, the show focuses on our fellow superheroes in the Hall of the Justice League, which each episode would begin with the heroes responding to an emergency detected by the massive Trouble Alert computer that was situated within the Hall of Justice, which served as the headquarters of the Super Friends. Colonel Wilcox, a U.S. Army official, was a recurring character who would work as a government liaison to the Super Friends during emergencies. Now, our Super Friends, of course, consist of the Man of Steel, Superman, the Amazing Amazon, Wonder Woman, the dynamic duo Batman and Robin, and the King of the Seven Seas, Aquaman. Along with them are two ordinary youngsters, Wendy and Marvin, and their canine companion, Wonder Dog. Now, as such conflicts are often ultimately resolved with the antagonists persuaded to adapt more reasonable methods to achieve their aims with the assistance of the heroes. Natural disasters triggered by a human or alien activity were often shown, and environmental themes featured strongly before the program. So this was, in a way, kind of one of the first few environmental themed shows long before Captain Planet. Anyway, well, anyway, now for the voice acting cast, they actually only brought back 2 of the original voiceovers from the old Filmation tunes. Those were Olen Solo as Batman and Casey Kasem as Robin, who of course recently did the characters in the previous year's new Scooby-Doo movies, which of course during the first season, because it had a second season at the time. This was from what I think was Hanna-Barbera's busiest year ever. They had not just a new season of new Scooby-Doo movies, but they had tons of new shows, including Goober and the Ghost Chasers, which also premiered on ABC. Look for a Saturday Morning TV log of that coming up next month for Spooktacular October, and one for the new Scooby-Doo movies as well. Other shows include The Addams Family and Inch High Private Eye, which came on NBC, and Speed Buggy, which came on CBS. Anyway, now of course Superman's already been animated, so have Batman, Robin, and Aquaman, but Wonder Woman, no. Now Filmation was supposed to have a Wonder Woman cartoon, even though they use the young spin-off of the character Wonder Girl in the Teen Titans segment on the Superman Aquaman Hour of Adventure in 1967. However, the previous year, like Superman, Wonder Woman did appear in an episode of The Brady Kids, which also was still on at the time. This was. Anyway. Now, Now, as for the additional characters, Wendy and Marvin plus Wonder Dog, those were kind of like did a little mystery song a la Scooby Doo almost, and also superheroes in training. Now the rest of the voice acting cast includes Norman Alden, who voices Aquaman in this series, and of course he appeared on lots of various sitcoms. I've seen him on various sitcoms, including Alice and Silver Spoons and Small Wonder, and plus a lot of other shows. And he's also been known for playing Frank on Sam Murray Croft's series Electra Woman and Diet Girl. Danny Dark voices Superman. He would later go on to be an announcer for CBS's Saturday morning lineup later on. Let's see. Shannon Farnham is the voice of Wonder Woman. She's appeared on various shows. I've only seen her on one show, and that was I Dream of Jeannie. And next we have John Stevenson doing Colonel Wilcox. Sherry Alberoni, who recently voiced Alexandra Cabot on Josie and the Pussycats, which was recently a hit, and as well as its spin-off, Josie and the Pussycats in Outer Space. It's Wendy. While Marvin and Wonder Dog were done by voice god Frank Welker. Oh yeah, and our narrator is Ted Knight, the same guy who did the narration for the other DC tunes from Filmation, except Superman, because it was Jackson Beck who did the narration for the Superman cartoon and the intro for the Superboy tune, but it was Ted Knight who did the narration for that. Yes. I like the theme song to this, and I always love Ted Knight's introduction, what have you, excuse me. In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 4 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. That's always cool. Yeah, I like doing that. Bet you never knew I could do that. But I always love the narration here. Which, of course, Hoyt Curtin, no stranger to doing Hanna-Barbera tunes, he did the theme and the composer and co-composed the music with Will Schaefer. The show actually had 16 episodes produced overall for the first season for this whole series. Well, anyway, the show ended in 1974, but however, it didn't appear on the next year's lineup, but it would return for reruns later on. But now, I'm getting ahead of myself, so let me see. There were lots of pretty good episodes and what have you now. Now, among some of my favorite episodes, I like Professor Goodfell's Geek, where a big supercomputer takes over everything. That's really something. Let's see. Gulliver's Gigantic Goof was pretty good, and that featured a guest appearance by the Green Arrow. The Flash and Plastic Man also appeared. Let's see. Yeah, The Flash appeared in the episode Too Hot to Handle, which that was a pretty good episode about this mysterious character that's kind of using some kind of, can't remember. It's been a long time since I last saw these episodes. I've only relived a few episodes. Well, using some kind of thing to push the Earth, up to the sun or something like that. Make things really hot and what have you. Oh yeah, and Plastic Man appeared in Professor Goodfell's Geek. I almost forgot that. See, the Power Pirate, that was a good episode. The Balloon People, that was a good episode too. Yeah, a lot of the episodes are pretty good. Dr. Pelagian's War, that's another good episode. A lot of these episodes, I love just about a lot of the episodes of the original Super Friends, so don't hate me for liking this show again, okay? But this is a show I would highly recommend if you've never seen the show. Now, the whole series is on DVD, but however, in separate sets, because it's been a decade since it came out, so you could probably get these for reasonable prices and what have you. So, we'll see, but I think you will definitely love the show but if you have seen it, I'd like to know what you thought about the show. If you don't like it, well, hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. So anyway, after Super Friends ended, we only got to see reruns, but, well, people got to see them and what have you in reruns. In 1977, however, the Super Friends returned, and this time in the all-new Super Friends Hour, which, of course, I'll be doing that sometime in the future. It would later go on to have more shows following, including The Challenge of the Super Friends, which was probably a favorite of everyone's. Then 1979's The World's Greatest Super Friends. Then went back to being just Super Friends in 1980, where it had three separate stories. And of course, but of course, in those some of those shows, we were introduced to new members, including to the group, including the Atom, Apache Chief, Green Lantern, Black Vulcan, Hawkman, Hawkgirl, etc., etc., etc. And of course, the Spacey Wonder Twins, Zan and Jaina, and Space Monkey Gleek. Now, of course, the challenge of the Super Friends is where our main core characters take on the Legion of Doom, led by Lex Luthor and lots of other villains. And okay, and then after the 80s Super Friends series ended, there were supposed to be some more episodes where the Legion of Doom came out high, and those never got shown until later on. They were dubbed the Lost episodes. 1984, they were back in Super Friends, the legendary Super Power Show, and then had one more in 1985, where it was the Super Powers team, Galactic Guardians. Now, of course, the latter I mentioned introduces us to Firestorm, and of course, Super Powers team introduces Cyborg. But anyway, now the Super Friends original series, I think you should check it out. I love it. You don't have to take my word for it. It's just one of the greats. I love the music, the characters, just about everything, and you can't go wrong with anything good from Hanna-Barbera. I really do love the original Super Friends. So what did you think of this show? Please feel free to tell me. Do you like the show, or do you like one of the other Super Friends series? Let me know in the comment section below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me again next time. Well, next Saturday morning, that is. Next Saturday morning, I'll be talking about the original Spider-Man from 1967. So thank you for watching. Now, if you like this, you can check out these other recent Saturday Morning TV logs I did on the previous Super September. In the upper left-hand corner is my Saturday Morning TV log of the Filmation Batman tunes, where I talk about both of them. The Adventures of Batman from 1968 and The New Adventures of Batman from 1977. The upper right-hand corner is my Saturday Morning TV log of The New Adventures of Superman, and of course the bottom left-hand corner is my Saturday Morning TV log of Plastic Man from 1979. That, of course, was produced by Ruby Spears. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. So thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.